Hey, something kind of occurred to me today. I'm going over another verse, but I'm not quite picking up on it. I'm going to have to study it some more. But something occurred today. I went to Costco. You know, and I've been stocking up for years. I've been telling my family and friends, hey, you better stock up on water and toilet paper and, all kinds of food that lasts for years and years. Canned goods and all that kind of stuff, dried foods and stuff. And they all thought I was nuts. Who's nuts now? Come on, man. So anyways, I went to Costco and they're limiting 2 cases of water and they're totally out of toilet paper. Completely out of it. Antibacterial sponges. Can reuse them. Clean them, reuse them. So there's that. That'll help. So if you don't have any, get some. But, I don't know how long we're going to be here, but I know it's not long. Definitely not long. It's imminent. It's imminent. And something occurred, the other day, and it's exactly what occurred in heaven. I'm born again, but I'm still in this flesh. So sometimes I might come across a little too aggressively or dominant or indignant. I don't know, like I know it all or something. And I hope I don't. But see, it's so hard for people to understand who are not born again from above, like, or that maybe they are, but they're just not quite being spoken to and understand the things you might, or that we do when. And I don't understand everything. Like I said, I'm looking over a verse and I'm not quite getting it. I don't know why. Maybe there's some other things he needs to have me do or see or look at or whatever. But what occurred in my home was a man's supposed to be the leader of the home spiritually. And that's not that to say that, obviously, I mean, look over all the scriptures. We're equal. We're all equal. Men and women, we're equal on the spiritual level, but man is supposed to be the spiritual leader of the home and all that. The protector, the provider, all these things. But you're supposed to love your wife and treat her with respect. And I have a great wife. She's great. She's the best woman I've ever met. So I married her. And but I did make it clear when we got married. I said, look, if there ever comes a time when I have to make a decision between something you want or what you're saying and what God's telling me, I'm going with God every time. And she's fine with that, which is great, which is another reason why I married her. So something happened the other day that I never saw coming. And I had to tell her something that I didn't want to tell her. And immediately I seen how it affected her in the flesh. And that's pretty much why I didn't want to tell her. So, we may have got into it a little bit. A little discussion, a little heated discussion. And I threw out there, I said, I said, look, I'm the leader of home here. And that was taken the wrong way. But I understand how it could be taken the wrong way. I get it. It took me a little while to understand that. And she pointed it out to me. Yeah, so she's teaching me, that's for sure. But anyways, the child that lives with us too, who I love more than anything, just like she's my own. I'd die for her, for sure. Anyways, she kind of got upset because I upset her mother, which is understandable too. I get it. But here's the point. And I am divorced. I've been divorced, so I have children with another woman, right? And it got to the point where it's like, okay, you're teaching the children to undermine my authority and disrespect me, and you're the prime example of it. And we were together for like 13 years. I mean, I really tried to work it out hard, and I don't know how hard she was trying. I'm sure she did there for a little while, but it just got to a point, and I'm not going to go over the details because there was no physical violence or anything, but it came to the point where I was getting ready to do something to someone else, not her, but someone else. So it's time to go. You don't want to do that. But in your own household, when your own children disobey you and disrespect you, when they're at that age, it's time for them to go. You're not going to obey my rules. You're not going to obey me. There's the door. There's the door. Now, I'm not saying this, to affect anybody. Like I said, I love my family, and I hope they stay there as long as they need to and want to, or whatever. I love them both. Die for either one of the people that live in my home, for sure. And I'll give them everything I possibly can because I love them. But see, here's the point of it is, when we're in heaven, we're all God's children. We're all children of the Most High. But we were born into the flesh because we disobeyed Him. We disobeyed Him, and He said, there's the door. Whoop! We partook of that fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and we were born into the flesh. We were kicked out of the spiritual and born into the flesh. Separated. But He loves us. Don't mean you stop loving someone and caring for them. Like my children, yeah, they've disrespected me and disobeyed me and things like that. But I still love them, and I'd die for them, and I'd still give them anything I could give them. But I'm not going to enable them. But I probably give more than I should in many circumstances, and I'm sure we all do as parents. And so that's basically what happened in heaven. We disobeyed our Father, and He gave us the boot. But He'll take us back if we repent, admit our sin, turn back to Him, away from this world, and realize what the truth is, and He is the truth, and who's in charge. God is in charge of everything. Everything. Good, bad, whatever. He's in charge. Now we reap what we sow. And there is an adversary that's leading everybody astray. Okay? But whatever Satan means for evil, God means for good. So even the bad or harsh things that are said or done are meant for a reason for God. For the good of that person. So the little disagreement or little heated discussion me and my wife had, I knew what it was about. But she wasn't quite seeing it that way at the time. Maybe she does now because we've kind of kissed and made up, But, which is, thank God for that, because she's a good woman. And I do come off a little strong. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. And in the sports I enjoyed, I'm a small guy. I had to learn to defend myself. So I wrestled and boxed and did the MMA stuff for a while until my body couldn't take it no more. And every now and then I mispronounce words. That connection between my brain and my mouth don't work too well sometimes. That's from probably getting hit in the head too much. Maybe. We'll see. But anyways, so there's that. I just thought it was a cool little analogy, We disobeyed our Father in heaven. Boop, He said, there's the door. But He'll take us back, and He loves us so much, He died for us. He came here and died for us to show us the way back. And everything else in between. He's constantly showing us love. And even things we think are harsh or cruel or we don't understand, it's all meant for good to bring us back to Him, which is the most important thing there is. Be reborn of the Spirit, His Spirit, right? Which is all about love. It's all about loving and caring and all that. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Anyways, I just want to throw it out there. Love you all. God bless. Remember, we're not fighting against flesh. It's a spiritual battle. So pray constantly, even for those who tease you and mock and scoff and do you wrong. They don't understand. They don't understand. So pray for them. It's the best you can do. All right. God bless you. Love and respect everybody. Have a great day. Bye.